What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni, and welcome to a new video right here with the shotgun Hades with Thunder and Gust. I know that the Glory is better than the Thunder with a lockdown, energy bypass, and so on, but I wanted to make the traditional shotgun robot on the new Hades, which I haven't really made a dedicated video about yet. And one thing I want to show you right off the bat when the match starts here is that with the shotgun power, I can drain the Hize shield over there in the distance and then use my built-in shoulder cannon to do a lot of damage. Here it comes. Boom, hit. Boom, hit. Boom, hit. And the Hize is almost destroyed, even though nobody has actually amplified my damage. But look how many people there are coming to the left. I thought, okay, I'm gonna use the tankiness of this robot to really quickly grab the beacon to the left, but then I find myself in a 4-on-1. But thankfully, thanks to this shield, I'm able to snag one of them very quickly. The other guy has already used his stealth. This guy had already used the stealth. And now I can take around this guy as well, who has already been using his damage ability or his suppression ability already. 4 Gusts, though, have inflicted lots of damage on me. And I think I should have probably waited for my shield before attacking this guy with his Blitz robot. But, you know, at least we were still able to hold it. 3 kills gotten, and there's yet another guy before we can finally capture this beacon. Holy moly, they have sent a full death squad over here, and it was really hard to take this beacon here. Anyways, let's drain the shield again with the shotguns, and then hammer on this Hize with a built-in shoulder cannon. 2 full hits, dealing a lot of damage to him, and then we get destroyed as well. But I wanted to show you that with the shotguns, draining a shield and then hammering in with a shoulder cannon is a really good thing you can do, you know? And the Glory, although more dominant and bypassing the energy completely, would not drain that shield, and as a result, your shoulder cannon wouldn't be able to work very well against an Hize, for example, you know? So it actually makes sense. Also, Bulwarks, right? When you, with your Thunder and Gust, drain the shield super quick, chances are they haven't switched to the physical shield yet when your cannonballs come in from the shoulder, and so you deal the full damage with those cannons, even though in theory he could block it with a physical shield, but he hasn't yet switched to the physical shield version, right? So now I'm actually running, also using the healing module. We are at 19,000 health. Let's use the healing module as also once here, or twice maybe in this round, and see how much we can do. We're blocking all that damage, and they're reinforcing my built-in weapon. However, unfortunately in this case, I was unable to make good use of it, because, you know, the guy I wanted to shoot at was in stealth. Now, this guy gets a lot of damage from the flank, and I'm so glad that there's this little wall in front of us right there that blocks all the damage coming in and allows me to hide. So here, shooting at the Bulgazari with the shoulder cannon as well. Lots of damage done, even next to his physical shield, so we haven't really hit the physical shield for this one. And you see we're literally being focused by 3 or 4 guys all together, but they just can't get me here. I'm just always hiding myself here. Now I'm hitting that guy over there with the shoulder cannon, destroying the Spectre at very long range, because we have 500 meters range on that cannon, you know? And that's cool. Even as a short-range shotgun brawler, you have the option to deal good damage at long range if you just make use of that shoulder cannon. Here we go. Boom. 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 Got these 2 guys out of the way, and let's move forward. Now that we're finally putting some pressure on the enemy and my teammates are here with me, I can probably make something happen right now. Okay? Alright, let's walk up to him here. He just dashed out, so I can use my shoulder cannon again. Boom. 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 And that brings down his physical shield very quickly. Because it is a projectile, so it deals twice as much damage against physical shields, right? That's another thing you need to keep in mind if you're firing at a Lancelot or a Bulgazari and they're blocking it with a shield. Even if you don't deal damage and it doesn't seem very useful, you're gonna break their shield, and in the end, well, they're gonna lose it and get a lot of damage into them. So that was the first match. Let's see how much damage we have done with the shotgun Hades, guys. Right? By the way, no modules, just maxed out Hades and maxed out shotgun weapons on this thing. So 1.8, almost 1.9 million damage if we round it up. 3 beacons captured as well, and 8 kills. Great performance, and all that thanks to the tankiness that this robot has with its invulnerability shield as well, you know? Without that shield, you couldn't make much use out of this robot. It has a decent amount of health, but it wouldn't really, you know, make up for it with firepower or anything. But with a shield, and you have it relatively often, you can trigger it every time you need it and make sure to not take unnecessary damage. So we have a Lancelot coming up this time, so we're gonna actually use that shoulder cannon, but I want to make sure I'm not getting attacked immediately right after using my shield. So checking out what this guy's doing right here. Okay, bringing up the shield, hitting him once with the shoulder cannon, and then unfortunately he was already back in cover. So let me just also walk back in safety. Now, of course, the Spectre wants to take revenge because he knows I just used my shielding for it. But you see there's only 3 seconds left, 2, 1, and boom! We can bring up the shield again and attack this Lancelot right in front of us, turn around right when the shoulder cannon is firing, and get this guy destroyed. And with really good mobility that the Hades has, you can also walk back in safety and not get caught by the Lancelot. So, bringing up the shield again, and now absolutely destroying this guy with everything. Shoulder cannon, built-in shotguns, and somehow there is this guy sitting there. I don't know what he's doing. I thought he was AFK, but he was actually there. Because as soon as I attacked him, he ended up being there, you know? At first, it looks like he sat there for like a minute doing nothing, but when I started attacking him, he responds. So he was actually not AFK, but he was, you know, also not kind of, you know, participating. So, walking in here on Valet, taking the middle spot or center beacon with my team. In this case, I wasn't necessarily the one taking it myself, but I've taken out a couple of robots right now and pushed them back so that my team can make use of the space and take it. So here we go, attacking the Lancelot right in the side with these many shotguns. That is something you don't want to have happening to you. And that shield that he has on him isn't really... Wait, he's still there? Oh, that's because of the repair module. The repair module fooled me right now. I thought I was going to kill him with this shot, and then I turn around and I realize he has been getting back on some additional health. Aha, the repair module, that is. Okay, bringing out the shield again. This Hize thought that was a good time to attack, but he must find himself unable to carry out his plans because we end up having the shield ready to block the damage. So, I used the repair module once, so we're at 80,000 health again. Can walk again one more time in there, doing a lot of damage. Bringing down this physical shield now, see, and the Bulgazari is almost destroyed. But now, of course, we're surrounded by too many guys, and it's hopeless, the situation. So, back on Springfield now. That's it. We're in Springfield doing some pushing here towards the enemy team, and you see there's 4 of them in one place. And this is what I meant with the Bulgazari, see? The Bulwark. He hasn't brought his physical shield up in time, so he got a few hits with the shoulder cannon that did some real good damage against him. Because you take that shield down so fast that they often don't react that quickly in changing the shield. So everybody is jumping. What is this? What's jumping at me now? What the heck? It's not stealthed? Ah, weapon suppressed. It's a invader robot. So I'm just waiting for this to drop, and then I bring up my shield and the shoulder cannon and just completely snack that invader. We have just literally done 300,000 damage in a few seconds against this guy with the shoulder cannon and the built-in weapons. Also, by the way, Bulwark, walk into that shield and kill them because they have to drop their shield in order to bring up the physical shield to block the damage. And most of them will not drop their shield just because you walk in there, because they may get shot by somebody else. So what they end up doing is leaving the shield up, and they get the full blast and get destroyed very quickly from within the shield then by the shotgun. So although we were getting killed quite fast this time, we were also being attacked by a lot of enemies. And so of course, I think the robot Hades with his shotguns was actually able to do quite a lot with this. So here, firing at Furies, at snipers at this sniping range with the shoulder cannon, right? That is once again some really cool thing that normally you wouldn't be able to do any damage to them at long range with shotguns, but having this option with the shoulder cannon, well, you're gonna find yourself able to do this. Bringing up the shoulder cannon again, and there it is. Boom, boom, boom. He's bringing up the repair module. He's counter-repairing the damage, but I think we have done more damage than he was able to repair. And next time we bring up the shoulder cannon, we should be able to get him destroyed, because he doesn't get back into cover, he wants us. So see, he's firing here, and he's now amplified the damage output of the shoulder cannon, so this time we're gonna do twice as much damage as before, end up killing this guy, no problem. But still getting attacked from all kinds of sides, and my only chance now is to walk back behind this cover. That's the only chance I have, because if I had sit behind this wall up there any longer, then I would have been able, would have simply been sniped by the Fury. So he's coming up. I don't want to use my shield yet, I'm just using my repair module. Also, when so many of these enemies doing it, let me just also have a repair a little bit. And boom! Getting this guy, having the shield up, and one more shoulder cannon shot at the Lancelot. I really like playing with the Hades, because it is, in my opinion, a relatively balanced machine. It is not completely overpowered, and the shield only lasts for a few seconds, but you have it more often than the Ares has it. But the Ares has even more firepower and has 4 weapons as well on the robot, so it ends up 2 medium to light. So it ends up having more firepower in every little regard than this robot here has. So I think that the Hades is probably a really good balanced machine, and I think it needs to be played right? Unless the Ares is like, no matter how you play it, you're going to end up being very strong with it, I guess. But the Hades, in my opinion, needs to be played right to be able to do well, because of the light weapons and the heavy weapon, which often results in short-range brawling. Exodus and Pinata, Exodus and Gust, something like this, right? Or in this case here, the full shotguns. And yeah, even on Canyon, and that's why I show you this part of the video, because even on Canyon with shotguns, I'm able to do a lot on that, right? Which is very untypical. Normally with shotguns on Canyon, you can't do a thing. You're just a wasted robot on the field. But in this case, with the shielding and taking down energy shields, for example, very effectively at long range. See that? Hize has already lost the shield. If there's a Trident Fury somewhere with me, he could make use of that and get this guy destroyed. Boom, hit. Boom, hit. 2 of these 3 shoulder shots has hit the guy. And he's coming in now. Dang it. Okay. So, what are we going to do now? He's recharging his shock train. Now, I think it's getting to the point where no matter what I do now, I'm going to get destroyed. Bringing up the shield one last time. Fire, kill, fire, waste a shot, and then, you know, getting killed. That's it. But still, almost took this Inquisitor with us, right? With the shotguns. Doing a lot of damage here. Alright, let's switch to the last part of the video, I think. Or one of the last parts where we just walk in and brawl, right? This is something you can really do well with this thing, like the Bulwark. The Bulwark also walks in and brawls, because he's got the energy shield, he's got the physical shield, he's got a lot of protection, and he's got a decent amount of health and a lot of firepower with 2 heavy weapons. And the Hades is very similar to the Bulwark in this regard. It just trades in no physical shield for a energy shield that blocks all damage no matter what for 6 seconds, right? And that is gonna be back with full strength after, I don't know, 10 seconds or so. 12 seconds. And then you have the shield back with full strength. Unlike another robot that needs to regenerate the shield, in this one you have it always with full HP or full strength, but it's not there when you want it and you have it not ready to activate, right? So, boom, boom, boom. Doing some decent damage to this Inquisitor. Taking the center... No, are we taking the center beacon? No, somebody must be on the bridge in the middle. Alright, but I wanted to get this Inquisitor before he's got another chance to do his stealth jump. And just before he wanted to do it, did you see that? He was just jumping away with his stealth jump, and we just got him right in time. So this is the last moment, I believe, on this video. It took me a long time to gather the footage here. And by the way, I don't think that the shotgun version of the Hades is the best one, right? Just to get this out of the way, if you want to build yourself a Hades, don't build him with the Thunder. The Thunder is currently like one of the worst weapons in the game, period, because it is so weak. It has not been updated like many other weapons have. Even though it was tested on the test server, Pixonic was testing the Thunder buff, where you know, it was increased by 30% or so, and it was a great change. Everybody gave Pixonic positive feedback for it, but somehow they haven't made it happen. I don't understand why, and I'm hoping it will still come. But so far, and as long as the Thunder is in the state as it is right now, don't go for the Thunder. It's wasted energy, silver, and love. And a wasted weapon slot, kind of. But I still wanted to do the full shotgun version of this robot, and I think the robot is good enough to even utilize the shotguns and the Thunder to make it work, right? And, yeah. But I guess the better option would be Glory and Halo. Glory and, is it Glory? I think it is. Glory and Halo. These two are probably the better option, because you're going to lock your enemy down, and then you can hammer on with the shoulder cannon or something like this, or walk into their shields after you've blocked, you know, after you've locked them down or something, against, for example, against other Pantheon Greek robots, right? Lock them down and then walk into their shield when they activate their invulnerable shield. Stuff like that you can't do with the Thunder and Gust. But at least you can take out energy shields and help your team by doing that. That's always a very important factor or aspect that you should never forget, that these shotguns may not be the best thing for you personally, because you need to go through physical and energy shields first, but you are a very good team player with them as well, by taking down energy shields. 2.3 million damage done, 10 kills, 1 beacon capped in this round. We haven't seen the full match, but you can see here that at the end we have gathered a lot of damage with the Hades and the shotguns right there. And yeah, so another video here, and one with the Hades, which I think I haven't done yet, a real Hades only video. So there we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe, as brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for being with me. You guys are awesome as always. Manni-Gaming signing off. Bye bye.